If somebody calls themselves trying to know me, I'm gonna show you my darkest side first to see if you can handle that dark side. You see, to see if you can handle my darkest part,
Fantastic.
to see if you can handle imagery. You see, because that's how we program through symbolism, repetition, and trauma. So if you can handle certain imagery that I throw at you, you probably can handle it. But if you jumping into something like a twin flame union, right? And you trying to show somebody the lightest parts of you, and they trying to show you the lightest parts of them, I think that's chaos. Because if you're looking at, think about it like this here, right? Light. You cannot bring light and light together. It's too blinding. It's just adding on more light. You got to understand darkness to light. It's the darkness that shed the light, really. But you got to understand the light. You got to see the light. You feel me? Then you got to understand the light in another shade, if you get what I'm saying. Because darkness is nothing but another form of light. So there's really nothing wrong with showing somebody the darkest parts of yourself. See if they can handle it. See if they can handle it. If they really, really, really for you, and if they really understand reciprocation of energy, if they really understand that this world is nothing but a reflection of how you feeling on the inside, because everything is an outward manifestation to how you feeling on the inside.
Well, have a look. Okay, I'm gonna throw it to Di now. If you don't mind me bringing up you and Shane. What a wonderful union. What a wonderful union you've got there. Now you guys are twin flame and it's working. Right? It's working and working well. I might and touch wood, whatever you want to do if you want to do that. But we don't live in and out of your life, but being your twin flame, because both of you are, for me, grabbed your ego and you put your ego down and you've actually gone to work on yourselves. This is why it's working. What do you reckon? Tell us about that.
Give us some tips, huh? Yeah.
Oh Lord. I'll
There's
be
no
honest.
Lord,
Relationships aren't always something that it was always something I had maybe struggle with. I think it's because maybe the way my parents were, probably. But I think a relationship with anybody, I mean, it's just the more work you do on yourself, the better your relationship's going to be. It's not just about proving whatever with this person, and we're so focused on this person. It's about doing the work with myself, and it's brought up a lot of things that I still need to work on, or the way I communicate maybe wasn't always the healthiest. Because I saw my parents like yelling all the time. It's also getting into more of my feminine energy, because when I'm more in my masculine energy, then, that's almost like repels a little bit. That's kind of how I've been a lot of my life. I've just been in situations where that's worked for me, but now I'm learning that I can be okay in my feminine energy, and the balance is needed. And same with him. It's all like a balancing act, like balancing your masculine, feminine, and just and communicating in a healthy way.
It's more than it's more than that. The way you guys have worked, you have actually taken stock of your life.
It's not easy. Relationships aren't easy, man. They're not.
No.
You're living with somebody. You're seeing every side of them. You're seeing their shadow side. And sometimes when you first meet, exactly what Solomon said, you're showing like the light side and stuff. But I got a lot of dark shit. He has a lot of dark shit. And that's any relationship. I don't even like putting labels. I don't like saying twin flame. I don't like saying all those labels. It's just like, I found somebody that I'm trying to evolve with, and spiritual, and we can support each other. I mean, when I get too into those labels of everything, that's when it throws me off, because there's these, if you say the word twin flame, I even cringe when I hear that word, because I'm like, sometimes I'm not sure what I believe with that. I have different thoughts, conflicting thoughts sometimes on that, but you found someone that you have a good vibe with, that seem like they're going the same direction you're going. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean they're perfect. You're perfect. You're accepting the shadow sides of yourself, and you're still communicating. Like I communicate. I acted this way because I was triggered. I was, felt insecure, or, like it just expressing it, having a safe place to like express yourself too is important,
When the masses get a hold to certain words, like twin flame and
mindfulness,
all that. All that
soulmate, karmic partner, all that stuff. Yeah, false flame. There's so much, man. It's too much expectation.
Clickbait after a while. So that's why I like when Jay said, "Now clickbait that." But that's what all these words and titles turn into after a while. Monopoly, clickbait. So it's like this, right? a lot of people don't ask themselves, why is it that the occult, the esoteric, the secretive part of this is giving out so much information right now? Why? Because so many people done already caught wind to it. So when too many people catch wind to one word, one energy, one frequency, one vibration, it becomes dead wood after a while because everybody using it. So
Yeah.
I like when Jay say clickbait that, because that's what a lot of people use it as. And it's a lot of people right now, they talk a good game. You feel me? They can talk a good game, and you can look at them and tell they don't quite mean what they say because they're not practicing. They're not doing anything about it. I can talk about manifestation till I'm blue in the face, but sooner or later, it's going to be somebody that's going to hop on. It's going to be somebody that's going to be like, okay, you telling us this, but give us the how to behind it. Don't nobody really give you the how to when it comes down to twin flame unions. They just give you that word so it can trigger a
There's
response.
where we're at, ladies. That's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Solomon, you hit the nail on the head. And the clickbait thing, think
Work
about
on
it.
yourself, man. Keep improving
Clickbait
and
is
evolving
ego.
yourself, and then find union within yourself. Then, hey, this person shows up, but it isn't this person's my savior and twin flame and all that stuff. Oh, this person's gonna fix me. No, it's like it's getting rid of all that. It's like just like
where does that all go?
You know how I met him? It was when I just focused on myself. I healed from addiction and stuff. I healed myself. I for once was happy just being with myself. I was still working on embracing some of my.
And what else did you do? What else did you do? Controlled your ego.
I just knew my worth more. And I mean, I could have easily dated other people too. I mean, there's a lot of people, but I was very selective. I just value myself and I just prioritized my well-being first, you know? That's all. Like, and I just worked on myself.
No, you got rid of your ego too. You started to control your ego in a way where you could use it for the betterment of yourself instead of clickbait means ego. People are getting triggered. And you got to, and maybe you have to, and some people are going to be triggered the way they are when you say things. It's a case of whether you can cope with that as well.
Well, that's why if I'm talking about him, I'm not telling people, oh, this is my twin flame. But if I say to other people, there's such a connotation with it. I just don't like what it means in this society because everyone uses that word so freely. So I just say, hey, this is my, I don't know the word part. I just,
partner.
I don't know the word, but it's like, you know, divine
partner. Let's use
like,
partner for the
someone that's on the same page. Doesn't mean it's easy though. Any relationships will work. You gotta put the work in. Put the work on yourself.
How's this one for you? How about if I said to you when you meet someone, right? And Jackie and I have gone into that for a little bit, but now we're getting away from it. We've got other things to talk about. Meet someone. Basically, now he got you. Everyone's got the endorphins and everyone's happy and all this bullshit, right? Which is true. I shouldn't say it's bullshit, but I think you got to come out and say, this is me, live with it. This compromise fucking crap, because what you're doing is you're buddy settling and not putting your boundaries up for not accepting for who you are. All right, there's going to be like things you got to work on. That's fine. And not, I hate that word compromise, but things that have got to be sort of worked around. All right, you go, okay, you got to do this, got to do that. That's fine, no problem. But if I have to compromise who I am to get you in there, fuck that shit.
Just always be yourself. I mean, always be yourself. I mean, yeah, there are things to communicate. I mean, there are if the issues come up in the relationship, but it shouldn't be you trying to change the other person or them having to change you. It's about unconditional love. You still have to set some kind of boundaries and communicate your needs. But a lot of times the issues come up in relationships because people don't communicate their needs or what they're looking for. They have this high expectation, but they don't get to know somebody. Rush into things. I think it's chemicals.
I think it's one thing. You get to know one person or the other, right? Which is fine. This is the way I am. Live with it. Right? If you don't like it, see you later. If you like it, and if you have the respect for the person, I'm not changing myself for nobody anymore. Fuck that shit. I did that, and that's a big thing. So we're just talking about when you meet someone and you do feel the connection, right? This is not just your random hookup, which is another topic, but you do feel that that this could be good. You basically come out and say, this is me. This is what I do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's it, and that's it, and that's it.
And you want me to tell you what I stopped doing, and I feel you because when it's next level, it go beyond the superficial shit. When it's next level, like y'all literally resonate with each other. It's like on a mental scale, y'all connect. It goes beyond the physical, but I'm say this, and I'm gonna agree with what you said. totally changing myself to fit in somebody else's agenda, to fit in somebody else's program, that's dead wood.
Yeah.
I'm not about to change myself. If we could, because if you changing yourself to fit into somebody else's whatever, right? You it's no creation. It's
I
no
did that.
creating.
I did that, Solomon, for 40 odd years.
I did too for
I did it,
16.
and not just for and I did it. No, I did it when I was a kid, and I was taught that way, and that's why I went into the subconscious programming. Went into your shadow. Once you wake up, it's making that change and go. I don't want to be here. I don't really want to be here as such, like in this space anymore. I want to change my space.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Because
I mean?
you're growing.
So because you're growing and you don't fit into this space anymore. But yeah, and the case of the matter is who you'd like to get to that next spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's like this here, right? I'm gonna give you an allegory about the tree. A tree, and I learned this like you said probably about 3 weeks ago. And when I caught on and figured out everything, I was like, okay, wow. But the allegory of the tree, when it's a seed, right? A tree, it will root. A tree grows down first, way before it goes up. Or you can say it grows up and down, but the root gets deep down in the darkness before it even grows up to the light. You get what I'm saying? So if you could take that analogy of the seed growing into a tree, it gets real dark first. It gets real dark. That root got to go down so far, and it's intelligent enough to know how far down it done went because it knows its limits. So when it start growing, right, you have to deal with wind, you have to deal with water, you have to deal with water pressure from the raindrops. Sometimes you have to deal with people stepping on you. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, are you that fully rooted to know that you are immovable, to know that you can handle that pressure, to know that you can kind of be crushed a little bit and come back up and be ready to go again? You get what I'm saying? Using that allegory. So
Yep.
so that's why I say I would rather show somebody the darkest parts of me first. Not trying to scare them, but just to see if you can handle it. Because it get dark for everything before it see the light. Even us, dude, we was born in our mother's womb. That's triple darkness. That's triple void. That's something you cannot see. So you are born in the darkness. You are born in the shadows. You are born in that shit. Now the way we interpret darkness, the way we interpret the shadows, how would you interpret it? What would be your interpretation of it? Because mine is so not like other people's interpretation of darkness.
It's a case of like, and Di, you've been there. We've talked about it. I look at the Crow. I look at the characters that I do. You've seen me as Batman and Robin now. All right. There's a lot to be said in the things you attract to. And that's probably going off a little bit off track, but if you're actually looking deep inside you, the universe actually gives you so many clues about where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, everyone asked me straight up. Goes into yesterday. Two things happened when I was on Saturday. They go, like, obviously we got a Batman, right? But they asked me first thing, why didn't you do Batman? Then I had to think about it, and I've just gone, doesn't resonate with me. Batman doesn't resonate with me. Robin does. If you look deep into what Robin is,
I can hear you.
No worries. No worries. What Robin is, and that's why I make the joke about Starfire with this young lady here. What does it mean to you? What characteristics are you connected to this person? Bray Wyatt's the same. I mean, we know about my love of Bray Wyatt, but he was my inspiration in some ways through the dark times, and he's probably watching me right now. Oh, I know he is. But you look at the characters that you do. Nightwolf is an obvious region for me, but they actually give you an insight into who you want to be and who you are as well. So that's why I say to you about Starfire, Di. I'm telling you, look into the character. I'm telling you right now, you'll probably find. Okay. I reckon you'll find a lot about yourself in there. I really do. Even with That's for the Teen Titans. Even Sarah doing Raven, same thing. She is Raven like you wouldn't believe, because she's got so much untapped power. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just these affirmation cards, guys. This is a symbolism of what happened with me. Now, this is why now what's happening and trying to get balanced in where I'm going to go and help people. And I'd like to thank Greg Riley again, my mentor, mate. I love you to death, mate. Your knowledge and your knowledge is just like unbelievable, man. And some of the stuff you know what's going on. And I have all the pieces of the puzzle. Di has all the pieces of the puzzle. Now we're putting it together. And the piece of the puzzle, I'll tell you right now, Di, for you and me, especially, I'm talking about it now, and this is meant to happen. We're going to tell our stories and relate it to people so people can relate to it. We need to tell our stories more. You need to tell your story. You need to tell your story more. That's my message for you today.
I agree.
You need to tell it, right? And we need to tell our stories in a way that why the system failed us in some ways, or people failed us, and how we can help from our knowledge and our things that we found, and getting to this and all that. That what are the gaps in the system, or what do we give that others don't? And that people that need to hear us will come to us.
Yeah.
And Greg, and this is what's annoyed me for the last couple of weeks, that I need to get back into doing that. And the videos we're doing, look, and I was thinking to myself, oh, the videos are a waste of time. Absolutely not, because it's whole part of it.
Yeah,
now you got to get the link.
Yeah. We're finding what feels good for us, what's helping people. I mean, it could be different levels, and we can always experiment different things. We can go different directions, but overall, we're still on the path. We're still
everything works. It's like everything.
Every part is important. Every part plays a part. It's all teaching you a lesson or showing you something, or it all has a purpose. It doesn't matter if it seems like quote unquote nothing's happening or things are moving as fast. You don't know what's going on in the background. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. There's a ebbs and flows, man. It's all a journey. It's like every part means something. Yeah.
Even the videos we're doing, everything we're the videos for us are the outcome. I just learned that yesterday with Greg. I'm gonna have to pay your royalties, buddy. Everything we're doing is right. This is us now. But now we're going to sort of regress a little bit and go, how they know how we got there, but how did we really get there? Where were we? That's where now talking about with you.
I have a book like that I want to write. Just it's going to take a little while, but
I've got my book. I've got my book ready to go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Journey of a White Feather is coming. Journey of a White Feather will be coming. It is coming 100%. We're on that spiritual path now. So we don't need to worry. We just need to go where we need to go and keep learning, keep telling our story, keep coming to keep doing what you need to do to get to where you need to get to.
Yeah.
I can feel the transfer. It's like, and the funny thing is too, just to finish off, sorry to keep you there, but
that's all good.
I'll go have a think about this, guys. Solomon, if you can hear me, think about this. You get the same feeling and the same outcomes in certain situations that happen 12, 13, 14 years apart. This is how deja vu happens, but deja vu not in the physical world, but in the spirit world. And on that note, I had a and then my second part of that question, or that statement was, I've been visioning for the last 4 months, which is driving me insane. The other day, I was in a really deep vision where it felt real. And then it was the first time ever I've actually talked to myself upstairs and gone, I got to wake up. And I woke up straight away. It's like I came back into this world. Yeah. I was up there and then I was down there. Within a second, I was up there and I'm gone, I got to wake up. Bang, I woke up.
Yeah. The veil's thin. Yeah.
Holy shit. So, yeah. But, Solomon, if you can hear us, Diana's got to make a move. So I'm going to do the outro.
Yeah, we'll do another one
mate,
soon. I appreciate y'all getting on. Yeah.
Nah, Solomon, thanks so much for coming on, bro. You've done it's great to see your face, and no, that's all good, mate. And I'll be in Texas in July, mate. So we're gonna we've got to chat, see if we can hang out. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's WrestleMania weekend. I've got 45 minutes to the main card starts, and we're ready for the change. As Solomon said, changes are happening. Make sure you walk your forbidden door, walk your shadow. And if you need people to talk about it, we're here. We've been through it. We can help you. We can guide you through. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 55. My name's Jay from Australia with the Kangaroos, Koalas, and affirmation with the Aussie twist. Look at that one. So I'm for sale right now.
I'm gonna
get your cards. Get your cards. There's some good Aussie slang in it. Trust me. I call it as it calls. We've got Diana over in the US of A, doing a great job on social media as usual. Trailblazers of the universe. You can find me on Journey of a Wife Further and the 1111 Spiritual Transit podcast with my tag team partner, Jackie Lyons. You got Solomon King, the great man over in Texas. He does some wonderful thing. Get on his, just type his in Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And our other two beautiful friends, Sarah over in Canada, Raven of this group, does a wonderful job. Big Soul Healing, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Hope I'm right. She'll get me for this one. And also the big fella, Spiritual Needs TV, Batman, Cortez Medford. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in for Live Theories. It's been great to get back on. Happy WrestleMania Day, day 2. Go Cody Rhodes. And always a pleasure. Thank you so much for having us.
Hi, everyone. Have a good one.
Take care. Peace
Bye.
out. Go Cody.